Hello, and today I would like to talk about the living room, dining room, arsenal scene from Batman '89. To me, I was watching this yesterday, and it just occurred to me how this scene that's only 3 minutes and 21 seconds long is basically a master class in economical, efficient screenwriting and direction. Basically, this kind of sets up all the pieces on the board and the group dynamic, everything you need to know about the characters moving forward, just in this short scene. So they walk in, they say, living room, dining room, arsenal. Look at this stuff. Who is this guy? Gives to all these humanitarian causes and then collects this stuff. So they're coming out from the party, and it's, oh, this isn't just a rich, boring guy who throws parties. Like they've literally opened this door into this other part of his personality. And then you see the various weapons and armor infer Bruce's training, because we don't really get much background into how or why he became Batman, but we do get kind of this glimpse into his broader martial training. And the increasingly abstract nature of some of the costumes hints at a darker, more bizarre side beyond merely a military interest in history. So Bruce lurking behind Knox and Vicky shows his detachment from normal society and how he views others with a kind of bemused psychopathy. It also shows a certain cautious sizing up of potential allies. The scene also tells you everything you need to know about the group dynamic. Knox doesn't take Bruce Wayne seriously. Vicky is cautiously intrigued. Bruce Wayne acts casually but obligatorily interested in their professional affairs. And then we get like this really interesting series of three deflections here that Bruce Wayne kind of employs to keep them at a distance. One is the first time the first butler comes in seemingly on cue to ask about cases of champagne, as if a deflection or a reaffirmation of Bruce's harmless eccentricity. Bruce says, "Six? Yeah, it's great. Six." To which Knox gives a goofy, "I don't fucking know" face to Vicky. The second deflection is when they start talking about Alex's giant bat story. Bruce says to Vicky, "That's a bit light after the war in Corto Maltese, isn't it?" This acts to keep her at arm's length while also subtly displaying his staged disinterest in the supposed Batman. Third is when Alfred comes in and says, "Commissioner Gordon was compelled to leave very unexpectedly, sir." And he says, "Will you two excuse me? I think perhaps this way, sir." Like this scene, this little interaction between him and Alfred is very suspicious in and of itself. But then Bruce gives this kind of final, eccentric, rambling deflection when he says, "Oh, Alfred, they need some more wine in the front room, and someone named Mrs. Daly needs a copy of the menu. Oh, and give Knox a grant." To which Knox and Vicky just stare on, dumbfounded. And Knox says, "The rich. You know why they're so odd? Because they can afford to be." So instead of the scene ending with, "Oh my god, this dude's clearly a loner weirdo is hiding something," it ends with Knox pitying Bruce, looking into a mirror, saying, "Maybe it should be Bruce Wayne." But the power dynamic immediately shifts because we see Bruce watching them from behind the two-way mirror from a camera that feeds to the Batcave. It seamlessly transitions from Bruce's social persona to his complete psychological detachment as the Batman persona, intelligence gathering, sitting alone in the cave. Absolutely brilliant, economical, less than 4 minutes.